Oh, I guess, are we live? Am I streaming on YouTube? Wow. Alright, I've never streamed on YouTube before, or on YouTube Live. Testing things out to see. My favorite game, Star Wars The Old Republic, so gonna have a little fun in the game. Not sure how long I'm gonna stream for, just trying things out. And see how things are. Hopefully this is all working and stuff, because I have like absolutely no idea. I've never done this before. I've never used YouTube Live. This will be my first time. Alright. Well, I'm assuming I'm live. I'm assuming I'm live. Test. Okay. Probably have to play with the settings a little bit though, but that's okay. Alright, I got my gunslinger. Dude, awesome. Gonna head on to the fleet, because as you can see I have over 10k fleet, or 10k tech fragments. I wonder what's going to happen with 7.0 now. 7.0 Star Wars The Old Republic is the next big expansion. There's going to be a massive amount of changes. Player level cap increase from 75 to 80. And yeah, new gearing, new stuff. So that's going to be fun. But what I'm going to do right now is get rid of my tech fragments because I have over 10k. So I'm going to do that special quest where you can get rid of 10k tech fragments and get an RPM or an OEM crafting material thing for one of those higher up augments. One of those augments are still... Oops, I think I went the wrong direction. Damn. Did I actually do that? Yeah, it's the next one over. Whoops, my bad. Alright, this is where I can pick up quests in the combat area. Which I will pick up the quests because I like doing conquest. Conquest is actually was a good way for me to make a lot of credits in this game when I played, consistently. Anyways, I haven't really played in the last while just because of real life and stuff. But
great timing! I'm still open.
I wonder if I need established foothold, or do I already have that? I do. I already have that, so I don't need that.
Hey, tell all your
So
friends
here's
about
that little quest thing. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I gotta go find the bazaar, which is there, up at the north end of Carrick Station. Carrick Station being the Republic fleet. And there's the Viking space dock being the Imperial fleet for anyone. I'm not even sure how Twitch Live works, so I don't know if anyone's watching, if I'm broadcasting to myself, but I'll do the thing. I'll comment, I'll talk. And up here to do the quest, there should be a little box right over here. And we're like, hey, you want to make an exchange? Yeah, I do. 10k of these guys. Yeah, a bit of a lag. Oh, there we go. I want the RPM because I already have a bunch of those. And I can take this without going over. Yeah, let's see. What do we have? We're gonna go to the combat area. I'm gonna pick up my quests. Now I like Ornamental. Now the starter planets plus the second planets are usually the best at doing CQ1. I've mentioned this type of, strategy and taught this type of stuff to some people and people I know and whatnot. And I've also done it on my Twitch stream because I stream on Twitch sometimes. But Ornamental and Tython, and of course Coruscant. And we got Hutta and Korriban, and of course Drum and Cass on the Imp side. you could literally just cycle through those and get your CQ done because they're some of the easiest heroics to do. So they're quick. They're very time efficient. Let's see what this week is about. It's the Titans of Industry. Looks like it's a crafting week. No matter. I'll get my CQ. This is how it is. You pick up these from this combat terminal in the combat area, right next to where the PvP is on the other side. So you got all your heroic missions. I take the top one, doesn't really matter which one, because it'll bring you to Ordmento. Sorry about that. Savrip Island is pretty much where all 3 heroics take place. And you might not even have to do the rampage ones, like the defeat enemies 1 and 2. Like usually by the time you hit defeat enemy 1 and do all the heroics, you should be at conquest. Unfortunately, those guys aren't there because someone's already shot and killed them, so that's the other thing too, because it's not instanced or anything, you know, sometimes you have to, play nice and share with other people. At least have other people that are already there that take response, so you gotta wait. But, you know, maybe I wouldn't wait aren't that long. So, respawns are fairly quick too, so that helps. Gunslinger's fun. I mean, if you want to do a pistol, you want to be kind of like smuggler type, you know. But here's the thing: I don't always loot everything because, yeah, if you see my inventory, if you see my cargo bays that are shared, oh boy, you'll know why. But yeah, that's the good thing about having the 7.0 coming out. Good and bad. I mean, the bad thing, of course, having to like pretty much re-gear and level up all my guilds. Which at the time when I was an officer in my guild, or our guild, I guess, or the guild I'm in, I guess I could say. One of the top guilds, very family friendly, very inclusive. On the Satele Shan server for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Guild name is the Eternal Order. Just if you want people to play with, you want to enjoy the game with like-minded people, family, you know, have events happening every day, you should look us up, the Eternal Order. Anyways, yeah, so I had a lot of alts made because of, you know, the events and stuff like that. I used to set up alts and stuff to help out with the events. So, you know, gonna have to level those guys up and get some of them re-geared once the new expansion hits. But one thing is there's these renowned crates. Let's see if I can find them in my inventory. These guys here. These weekly crates, conquest ones, renowned and stuff like that. I got a whole ton of them. It's like a Hoarder episode or something in the cargo. I haven't opened up a bunch of them. I've been trying to open them up over the last while, but it's just not working. But now that I know that the gear in probably a month, maybe just the day when it comes out, is pretty much not even going to be like needed. Like all the mods, like the 306s, it's not even going to be the top anymore. It's going to be like 326 or something like that. I don't have to remember the exact number. So I figured, hey, you know what? I could just easily just go through them, open them all up, and just, you know, deconstruct all of them, and it would be like so much quicker to do. I mean, it'll still be a lot of work, so I'm not going to bore anybody on cam or on stream, you know, with that. People watch. I mean, this is my first YouTube live broadcast, so I don't think it's out there, but hey, it's fine. I'm sure because YouTube Live does keep your broadcasts, then people can refer back to this as my first YouTube Live. I was going to do it yesterday, being Veterans Day, Remembrance Day, but you know, things happened and couldn't get around to it, but hey, that's okay. As long as you remember it's the day after Remembrance and Veterans Day.
Critical failure cannot compete. Are you the droid with the supply?
I have the delivery, however.
That guy was
Yeah, sorry, I clicked through these because
No.
I've done these many times. I may offer a stream sometime where I'm just gonna go through all of the story, or not the story, but you know, actually give enough time to read all the information. Since I've been doing this for so many years since I played the game, just didn't really feel the need to do that. Plus, I'm broadcasting Star Wars: The Republic. I may try other games, you know, because I know YouTube, I think, definitely keeps a better archive than like a platform like Twitch, for instance, that keeps stuff for 30, 60 days. YouTube, I mean, there's videos from YouTube that's been like 10 plus years old, right? So I figured that would be good. By the way, doing that quest, I just completed Conquest. So, see that? There we go. And I still got Defeat Enemies 2, which is worth about 8k or so. One key thing is if you have strongholds, make sure you have 6 of them and expand all the rooms. You get 150% bonus when doing Conquest, so that's really helpful. Let's see. See, that didn't take that long at all. Exactly. Gonna sell off a few things here. Ready to move on to the next guy. Now the next person I'm gonna use is gonna be, I'm doing pub side right now, so I'm gonna go with Tython, and so I'll pick my Guardian. Good old CrossFit Jesus. Yeah. All right. And Typhon, now, the thing about Typhon is that there's only one heroic, so it may or may not work, but there's also various, as I call, top-up CQ that helps out. So top-up CQ stuff being like when you're at your stronghold, you can, you know, decorate 5 pieces. So most of the time I get one of those anniversary fireworks and just place it and remove it 5 times. It counts. There's the one where you can you know, play around with your amplifier. Now that's the problem too. From what I heard the amplifiers are going away in 7.0, and it's really sad. I wrote a lot of credits into some of them. Some of my high offensive DPS, I have like 2.5% armor penetration, which gives like a really, really big boost in damage, and I'm gonna miss losing that. That's kinda sucky that they introduce it and then they remove it. So you spent all this money trying to gear up and get all your amplifiers up. They've tweaked it to make it, you know, they've tweaked it enough to make it so it's like, yeah, but apparently not enough to keep it around, which I wonder why. It is a money sink though, so they should have more money sinks. That way the economy is a little bit more balanced in this game. Anyway, so this is the Tython Heroic, the Chamber of Speech. Since it's the only heroic on Tython what am I saying? Anyways, since it's the only heroic on Tython also, sometimes you'll find that it's very crowded. I just hope this is not one of those times. When it's crowded, it gets a little bit more difficult. Usually I'll stick around killing things until I get the bonus, which is also to attack worthy of these droids. And you also need to get 4 of these power cells, so I'm going to the ones to kill. For now, I don't like looting, like I said. My inventory is kind of bad. You don't really get good loot here, it's just a little bit of credits. I make my credits doing cost selling the materials you get from the rewards, and it's actually a good way of earning credits. Can't wait to see what the thing is for level 80 once that's out with the new one, because I don't have to be the first one. So what happens is that whatever the money item is from the conquest, once we hit level 80 with the new expansion, I'll see what it's worth, and I'll be selling those to the first of a while to get some money saved up. But some people will be like, yeah, I'm gonna crank myself all the way up there right now again, but hey, I'd rather make a little bit of credits. You can do first, I'm good with that, I'm okay, I'm not that competitive like that. And then I'll just make enough credits from selling all that stuff. Alright, let's see. So I need to defeat enemy 1, so I might as well finish this stuff. And I'll just stick around here and get that page. Rampaging, because once it's done, it's finished, and then you can start another fight. I won't go into details of all the other stuff. I mean, you'll find places out there and other resources and stuff. I'm not going to be one of those guys who's going to create a big giant website like that, so definitely not going to be something I do, but if you need more information about some of the stuff like gearing and stats and stuff, you know, look out for a couple of the big ones out there like Vulk, V-U-L-K-K, and also Storista, S-W-T-O-R-I-S-T-A. She has a lot of information as well. The original one, Dolphy, D-U-L-F-Y, still has some good information on there. She hasn't updated for quite a long time, kind of disappeared from everything, so kind of sad. It was one of the better resources back in, I guess, back in the day, like a few years back. But I have hints on how to do some mad CPs, what I do in the game. I'm also a decent PvPer, objective-based in Warzone. I have played ranked as well. But I like to do Warzone for the fun. I like Hutball. A lot of people don't, but I'm kind of a sports guy, so something good. The defeat enemy is done. So now, as you can see, I'm not at Conquest. I'm close. Here's one of the top-ups I'm talking about. See, I go to my stronghold, I decorate 5 times. You get 2,000 in stronghold. Now, it's because I have the 150% bonus, because I have 6 strongholds that fully unlocked. See, I'm only less than 2,000 away. So, I'm just gonna jump over to my stronghold. And, oh, I'll wait till I actually get there. And go to edit mode, click on one, look for my anniversary, that's the 3rd anniversary. Fireworks launcher, I don't know why it's just the 3rd. Place pickup, that's 3, 4, and then 5. You know, I picked it back up because I don't want it littering the stronghold, but yeah, because of that, boom. CQ is done on this tune as well. I sold that, but it doesn't really matter. See, the money thing I don't really care about. Just need space. Oh, this one I actually went through pretty good. I don't have a lot of, well, except for this here, but not a lot of stuff cluttering it up. Anyways, see, that was only just 2 tunes done in like what? I can't really tell how long I've been live, maybe 20 minutes, give or take. So you can usually do CQ, like, it doesn't even take that long in your day. Like, I mean, stuff resets every day too. So if you really need to and you have multiple tunes, if you don't want to play that much, spending 20 minutes, you already got 2 tunes done. So you do another 20 on the other side, then you got 4 of them done like that, and barely any playtime. It saves you enough room, like, in time to, like, play, like, do PvP and stuff like that, and anything else you might want to do, flashpoints, ops and stuff. But it also makes sure that you can actually do CQ as well. Anyways, so that's 2. Gonna show you an easy one, which I'm gonna use with my my shadow. If you can see, it's Seamus O'Shaughnessy. It's modeled after WWE Sheamus, if you haven't noticed. And it was actually the one from, during the bar when he was tag teamed up with Cesaro, so you'll see that there's the old mohawk there, and that kind of a kilt looking thing, right? Anyways, this is the quick one because reputation points. Every reset, every day, you have a daily for doing reputation worth almost the full conquest. Like I say almost because it's 50k advanced reputation. With the stronghold bonus is 47k. But most likely if you did stronghold or if you did CQ last week, you have a little bit of CQ this week to start because you accepted your CQ reward. So that's enough to get you up there. And what's a good way to do that, I find, is that ever since they made some changes to not Galactic Starfighter, which is like the PvP in space, but the solo missions in space, which is the space missions, they have a category of reputation that you can advance in. And in the beginning, it used to be only the heroic missions, but now they give you the reputation piece, even if you're just doing like the regular missions. So what is it called again? Let's see. Is it First Fleet? I don't know. No, that's Kuat. Hyperspace Armada? Yeah. Hyperspace Armada for Republic. I don't know what the inside is called, but as you can see, I've already gone up to this one and unlocked a title, apparently, Hero of Deep Space. Hyperspace Legend is the top one. I mean, once you're done this, I mean, you're not gonna be able to get any more, of course, right? But this is at least a guaranteed daily that you can do to get CQ on one tune just by doing a space mission. So you grab the mission here. Easiest one is always the top one. They've changed it so it's in order now. So on either side. And then it's either the Fondor or the Jabim Escort. So this one being Fondor on the pub side. About 3.5 minutes, and then you have your CQ done there. But just gotta suffer through a space mission, which, I guess I don't mind the space missions, but they're very linear. I do like GSF. I've gotten into GSF ever since
Shuttle sighted and pursuing.
the guild that I'm in. A lot of decent GSF players, a lot of fun times during the PvP nights where you get a group of people who like playing GSF. The only thing I do here is make sure that I do a couple of the bonuses too, which is killing all the turrets, and killing those little fighters and interceptors. Not like it really matters, but it's good to do that. And I'm geared up right now, so if you think this mission's like an overkill, it is, because
Find peace.
it'll be tougher if you're like completely ungeared on your ship, but depending on your money, like how many credits you have, you can usually find at least 2 or 3 items that are affordable under the I guess the Starfighter category, or whatever you can call it, space mission category on the Bazaar. Not the Bazaar, yeah, GTM.
Where's he going?
Anyways, and you can at least get those, and then you go into the same section of the fleet and you buy like the level 5 for the other item. You have a pretty fully equipped ship that can get you through most of those summary missions of space missions. Yeah, I have like absolutely zero chance of dying in this. I don't have to shoot anybody if I don't really want to. I just don't want that thing to get killed because I know I should have failed and just have to split it. But if I just let myself go through the entire mission, I think there's zero chance of me getting killed because of my upgrades. Big ship's coming. Here we go. Yeah, I see you'll hear that. If you remember the patterns, but I personally haven't done a lot of space missions in quite a while. Like, I used to, long story of the marriage of my account, I used to play like every single one, including the heroics.
Sloppy defenses.
doing a lot of recording back then. This was before streaming and all that stuff really. So it was just my own personal record of stuff, because I've played games and games have disappeared. I don't have memories of them, I don't have videos or screenshots, and it's like, yeah, that's not good. So I didn't too much. I got kind of a little obsessive with that, and I kind of really enjoy the play, so I don't play them too much anymore. And decided, you know what? It's gonna get a fresh new start. I feel bad though, because those are the tunes I had since beta and launch. But
Victory's close.
I play different tunes in different classes now anyways. I'm no longer a Jedi Sentinel slash Operative Healer as my main. Now my mains are technically Mercs and Commandos, because I like to go pew 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 with the big guns. Alright, see? Like that. That easy, and it's done. Oh, there's a piece, see? Starship Scrap. That's the reputation piece, and that's the one that's going to get you easy CQ right there for your reputation. And the good thing about these guys is that you don't have to like turn it in right away. So you can have a bunch of them saved up and you don't even have to go through the space mission. Like say this is like me logging in and never used this, and I just go click. Oh boom, look, conquest is done. How can I actually say something? Good color. Just gonna. Alright, anyways. Okie dokie. See, that's like 3 in about half an hour. That's like 3 of my tunes CQ's all done. Alright, anyways, got kinda caught up in guild chat. Yeah, Friday nights are our Republic side, operations night, like for endgame stuff, so, it's good to have, like, you know, stuff that happens all the time, so you can join if you want, you don't have to, and just gives you something to do in game that's set already. And the guild is a really helpful guild too for new players and everything too, returning players, so really good. Again, this is just a test first broadcast of YouTube Live. I figured I'd just do the 3 tunes for now and yeah, and see how this went. Anyone who joined me live with this, I mean, I don't see any chatters, so I don't think anyone's actually out there, but if you are and just being silent, then hey, thanks for showing up, thanks for being here. If not, then if you catch this video later on my channel, because I think it saves, I'm pretty sure it does, I'll have to, again, I'm new to this YouTube Live thing, you know, hope you enjoy a little bit of the explanation of how I do some conquests, and maybe you'll find it useful, you know, as long as you don't end up crowding my server with the same, no, I'm kidding, yeah, sometimes it gets overcrowded with the CQ, but luckily at this moment in time it was not, and it was pretty good. Alright, gonna sign off now. Thanks y'all, and see you next time if I do more YouTube Live. Thanks.